That's right. Put your hands together. Best Country 106. It's Jay and Laney J live. Good morning, Laney J.
Good morning, Mr. J. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you. Oh, my goodness.
I'm super excited that it's Friday.
Absolutely. Super pumped.
That's right.
It's going to be a great day.
It is, for sure.
Yes. And, of course, we have Dr. Lofton in studio this morning. Welcome, Doc.
Morning.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Excellent.
Friday.
Excellent. Yes. Now, you were just telling me off the air, we got to start there. You got to go to the Oklahoma City Thunder versus the Spurs game this past Wednesday.
Yeah, that was probably one of the top 3 sporting events I've ever been to.
Really?
Yeah.
I know that was fun.
I got to go to the game. Was it game 2 when the Rangers first made the World Series against San Francisco? They won that game, and it was kind of a last-minute friend said, "Hey, I've got tickets." And I kind of canceled the afternoon and went. And then when I was graduated med school, I was in Philadelphia, and we had relatives up there, and they took me to a Flyers Stanley Cup playoff game. And so those atmospheres just completely different than your that's only my second OKC game.
Yeah.
The first one was a couple years ago around Christmas. Just ho-hum game, but this was up there.
Oh, absolutely.
Took my son, got SGA's autograph. And
ooh, that's cool. Yeah. Now, my father-in-law and I went to game 1 of the Western Conference Finals, OKC versus Dallas in Dallas, when the Mavericks won it all.
Yeah.
And that was that was exciting.
Yeah.
We were nosebleed, and we had a blast. So I can imagine being in OKC would be fun.
It was fun.
Absolutely.
Those experiences just worth the price of admission.
Absolutely.
It really is.
Yeah, that's cool.
I mean, one would like to think Oklahoma City will do this a lot, and you'd have the opportunity again, but you may never have that opportunity again.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
I mean, Castle and Wemby are good.
Oh, man. And you said where you were sitting when Wemby walked out on the court, his head was actually still taller than yours.
Yeah. We had our seats.
That's pretty close.
We were 4 seats from the tunnel, so we were right there, and it was kind of cool to be that close.
Is that how you got the autograph? Was because you're right there at the tunnel?
No, we went there early. I know exactly where to go. If anybody goes, I can tell you exactly where to go to get. We weren't at the prime spot, but we were at a good spot to get a couple autographs. But
you have to get there pretty early, I guess.
We got there early. Probably, I figured for that game maybe it was we were across the street at the hotel and we could see the line starting to form, so we just went down. We were over an hour early for the gates opening, but I know the spot now.
Nice.
So,
nice.
Learned a few things.
That's
all right.
cool.
Yeah. Oh, it's all about knowing where to be at the right time.
Did it for my son. I don't care about the autographs.
Of course.
But he had a blast.
Well, that's cool. That's cool.
Little father-son time.
Yeah.
That's exciting. I'm glad you guys got to go.
Yeah. It was, took off early, went to game, woke up early, came back, saw patients by 10, and I was tired yesterday.
I was going to say, I know that was a long day.
Tired. Didn't sleep good, so. But, yeah. That's how it goes when you go to those big events. It's hard. You can't go to sleep right away.
No, it's exciting.
Oh,
it's super exciting. You just going and going.
It was fun.
I know, right?
Yeah.
For sure. 17 minutes after 7 a.m. Do we have any questions lined up for Dr. Lofton this morning?
I
thought
do.
We did. Yeah,
and
okay, good.
It's just something that's come up because, we're approaching summertime.
Yep.
I know that snakes are already out.
Mm-hmm.
I know that people tend to overreact when things happen, but I'm just curious if you have a snake bite.
Mm-hmm.
Do you yes. Would you treat someone that has a snake bite that was from a non-venomous snake?
Not from a non-venomous. There's, because the venom, if you get a venomous snake, it might go to the ER. Don't try to suck it out. The stuff we were taught as kids. I don't know if they still teach that or not.
To suck the poison out.
Make the cross. With the razor. You're always
right.
Like, oh my gosh, but no, don't do that. Go to the ER. But and most snakes really don't bite. We walk past way more snakes than we realize. Don't play around with them. I recommend. But yeah, if it was a non-venomous, because your rat snakes, they're pretty aggressive and they'll bite, but there's no reason to treat it. If you get bit and had, say, a scratch on your hand, you could get a secondary bacterial infection, and that would occur a couple of days later. But so this time of year, especially if we're not getting much rain, which thankfully today we're getting a little, but the rains help wash things out. But when bodies of water start getting a little stagnant, that's when we see our bacteria starting to increase. So I'll see most staph infections, cellulitis, more in the July-August time period. But I'm a little concerned about how low our water levels are right now. I ride my bike a lot, and I know which creeks should be flowing and which ones shouldn't be. And my wife and I rode this week right after that rain on Tuesday or Wednesday, and I guess Wednesday, and the ditches weren't even full, and they should have been. And so we were saying, that means the ground's super dry.
Yeah. Okay. And that's when we tend to get the most bacteria.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And that's what it is. It's summertime and things are different. People. And I do this too. Like if I were to have a cut anywhere, I'm definitely not going near the water.
Yeah.
At all. And
I'll add, if you get cut, clean it that day with, say, peroxide or alcohol, but don't continue doing that every day, because those will kill the good and the bad. So it'll keep the wound from healing as quickly as it should. So get it clean that first day, and then after that, just basically soap and water.
Keep it covered.
Yes and no. So if you keep it occluded where it's not getting air, it will get too much moisture built up, and so wounds that do that, they'll start kind of getting white around the edges, and it's just too moist. And so you kind of need a mix. I just tell people, just like an antibacterial soap, just a little scrub twice a day with a washcloth, and that should help that thing heal up quick.
Maybe if you're about to go do something dirty, cover it then.
Okay. But if I've got a cut, you just want to be careful. I'm not saying you can't, obviously you'll get cut, but sometimes a mosquito bite is an entry window for bacteria.
Oh. Yeah.
Anything that's a tiny nick, could be mosquito bite, tick bite, that allows the bacteria to get in. So.
Well, speaking of mosquito bites, I've got some Memorial Day style questions for you coming in. We'll start off with if it almost feels like people get sick right after Memorial Day. Okay. Is there a reason why people get sick, or maybe more people get sick or start feeling poorly right after Memorial Day?
So a lot of people may be hanging out, staying up late. Our body heals itself when we sleep. I mean, sleep is so important, even for longevity. It's something I'm really looking into, because I'll be 50 this year, and we're starting to knock on the door of 70 and 80, and not too far. It just seems like it's not that far away. But sleep. So when I can tell, like last night, I could just feel my body having not slept good the night before, and I told my wife last night, it's like I've got to go to bed, and I feel better this morning. Got a pretty good night's sleep. I had a decent sleep score. I sleep on my watch to try to see my sleep score every night. Right. And because that's important. Sleep's super, super important. And so most people, if you get enough sleep, will avoid a lot of the stuff that we get sick with.
Okay. All right. What's one of the biggest mistakes, maybe health mistakes, people make during Memorial Day cookouts and celebrations?
So if you're talking about cooking, I'm big on, like, if you say if you're cooking chicken and you're going to turn the chicken with the tongs, that top side might not quite be cooked yet. So I'm big on washing between, once you get the chicken cooked, you're
wash
good.
those tongs.
Be careful.
Gotcha.
Yeah, be careful. Okay. Like you're just, I guess I'm a little bit, I'm just a stickler for the kind of being really clean and food prep stuff.
Okay. Yeah. All right. That keeps from those foodborne illnesses, I'm sure.
But, fire kills a lot of stuff.
A lot. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. So maybe just keep you
just be careful.
A burger flipper and the chicken tongs. That way keep them separate.
Just, I guess the potato salad or chicken, stuff that might sit out a little longer. You got to be careful how long food sits out, and then putting it in the refrigerator.
So after that first good run by the family with it sitting out, everybody's got their dip or whatever, maybe you then transport some of that back into the fridge. Yeah. And then you can, if you need another helping, go grab it from the fridge.
I'm weird about that, because I'm like, this food's been sitting out all day. I'm not eating that.
Yeah.
And
then, this is a time of year most of us haven't had too much sun exposure. So you get out, and if it's a really sunny weekend, you get that sunburn. Just, I've been there. I've used to tan when I was younger, and it's just, I've already had my first skin cancer. Ooh. And, I'm pretty much try to lather up, and I'll wear a long sleeve a lot of times. I just trying to avoid the skin cancers. I see it a lot, and, hey, if you got them, come see them and let me take them off. But
what about that conspiracy theory that it's not the sun that's causing skin cancer, it's actually the sunscreen? Not any real evidence into that?
No, there's no evidence. I'm not saying those chemicals aren't bad for us, but it's a sun exposure. It's cumulative over time. I grew up playing baseball and just being outside. I lived in North Carolina for 5 years, so on the coast, we were at the beach a lot, and I've had the sun exposure, and I've already had, first skin cancer back here, And actually had a dermatologist tell me it was nothing at first, and it didn't go away. So I got a second opinion a year later, and it was a skin cancer. So even those can change over time. So I tell people if something doesn't go away, get it biopsied. And I do those biopsies at the office, and kind of breaks up the everyday stuff. I enjoy doing those little procedures.
Awesome. You mentioned food getting bad earlier. Let's go back to that for a quick second. How long can food safely sit outside?
So partly depends on your temperature, but usually it's a couple hours that you can safely sit there. And your food temp when it's sitting, I think you don't want it to drop below. I think this is more the restaurant people. My wife would know this, but I think it's 145 degrees. You don't want it to drop below. It's 100. Like when you're trying to cook ahead of time and keep the food out. I think you're trying to keep it at resting at 145 degrees. Don't quote me on that though.
Okay. So somewhere in that area at least.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. There you go. That makes me think, what temperature do we normally eat like a hot something at?
And that's like if I say that's like if if I'm smoking some meat, I usually wrap it. And put it in a cooler and let it sit there for a while. And I have one of those thermometers that'll electronically tell me the temperature. But I know there's that temp. And some of the people out there smoke meat a lot. There's you get on the group chats and it'll tell you the exact temperature. But I think that's it. If you're holding it at that temp.
All right. Well, there you go.
Then after that, it's a couple hours.
When let's say the kids or everybody's been maybe there's been a flag football game, maybe there's a soccer game out at the family Baba Chow. Maybe everybody's just been, run around having a good time, sweaty, everybody's exhausted. Are energy drinks the way to go in a situation like not energy drinks, sorry. Are like Gatorades and things of that nature, are those the way to go in a situation like that, or is water good enough?
Depends on how much, so when you sweat, you're sweating out electrolytes, and so those your Gatorades, Powerades, stuff like that have electrolyte replacements. Now, if you're just out in the yard chilling, that's not necessary. You're probably getting now they've got the sugar-free type, but for a while there, I'd see people drinking those, thinking they're healthier, but you're getting a lot of sugar in them too. But yeah, if you're sweating a lot, it's a good replacement.
And don't forget, if you are an adult, you're enjoying adult beverages during this time, make sure every one or every couple of ones you have the water in between there.
Yeah, hydrate well.
And you think that that really actually helps the next day.
Yeah.
Just from dehydration alone. Maybe you didn't go overboard. Maybe you didn't go crazy with it. Party too hardy. You just had a few throughout the day. That can dehydrate you throughout the day.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So a lot of, especially beer can be a diuretic, makes you pee more. So so I'll tell people when you're working, pay attention to how much you're urinating because if you're not urinating much, your body's just trying to retain as much of the water as possible. So I remember one time I was outside just doing something big humid day, and I was just chugging the Gatorades, but I wasn't having to urinate, and that just tells me my body was I was sweating it out and drinking it. And so if you're especially working hard, sweating a lot, and you're not having to urinate much, if you're replacing that, it just shows your body is consuming all the water it can.
So what do you do in that situation? Do you just stop and rest?
No, I mean you can continue as long as you're replacing it. You can continue doing that. The trouble would be if somebody's not replacing it, you can get dehydrated. And you could over hydrate. I mean, you can overhydrate with water and dilute your electrolytes. So, we've got sodium, potassium, different electrolytes in our body, but sodium can get too high. It can be dangerous. It can get too low. It can be dangerous. And you could, especially if somebody's drinking enough beer, they call it pseudo-hyponatremia. It can water down, like somebody can have problems. They go to the ER, their sodium's low, and if they've been drinking enough beer, we call that pseudo-hyponatremia. Hyponatremia means low sodium.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, medical word there.
Well, we're going to see mid-80s, lower to mid-80s throughout the week. So really not any quote-unquote hot conditions just yet. Yeah. But, I mean, even at 80s here with 100% humidity is kind of sticky feeling. Yeah. You'll start sweating if you're active. My question is, what's the difference? So I don't think we're going to see like heat exhaustion or even heat stroke. But for those listening that may have to deal with someone who kind of maybe collapses and it looks like it may be heat related, what is the difference between heat exhaustion and heat stroke? So
heat stroke's where they've actually had a medical like a stroke, like there's been an actual that's a
episode.
That's an emergency. They something changes physically it's similar to a stroke. I mean, heat exhaustion where somebody's kind of been overcome by the heat and usually lack of hydration. They need to get in the shade, cool them off quickly, put cool, get running water over them if you can.
Is an ice bath good in that moment?
You gotta be careful for some like little shock, but you'd want to put some ice packs under their arms, around their neck. The
hot spots.
Yeah, get them in the shade. Try to get moving air over them, a fan, try to get them to hydrate. So that would be somebody that's kind of starting to act a little confused, maybe. But you want to watch for people if they're not sweating. That's a problem.
Yeah.
But yeah,
back to that. That's important. If you should be sweating and you're not, you need to pay attention.
So what Doc is saying is that every morning when it's so hot in here, it's heat exhaustion.
Y'all notice I'm wearing a hoodie this morning. It's
It is
freezing in here.
It's warm.
it is.
It is. It's heat exhaustion. Okay.
Doc, you're supposed to be on my side, bro.
I get it now. That's what he's putting me through, and then blaming it on menopause or something. I'm like, no, I'm not ready for that. Leave me alone.
Is it that mental pause that you've been doing lately?
Yeah, I'm
No.
telling you. All right. That's good to know, because
It
a lot
is.
of times people be outside, and my dad, he's the hard-headest. I'm sure Jay's father and your father were the same, but they go outside to do things and they got to get stuff done. And I'm like, it's too hot for you to be outside. Of course, I get told to shut my mouth, but I worry because it's hot. You just.
It's hard to argue. I had outdoor jobs all summer growing up, so
Yep.
I know about just shut up and work.
Yeah.
And I genuinely do not believe we knew how to properly hydrate back in the 80s and 90s.
Coke, we drank Coke, and
Tang.
But
a lot of tang
you
in my
just
life.
listen to your body. Just and the older you get, we have to. And mentally, sometimes as men, and we'll think, oh, I used to do that, I can do it. And we just have to know when to slow down and
That's true.
listen to your body.
Yeah.
I watch my sons. My sons are all in their 20s. I watch them do things on a just an average whatever that's a physical labor type thing. And I remember I could do all of that so easily. And I can still do it, just Toby Keith style. I'm as good once as I ever was, but I ain't as good as I once was.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I could see, and anytime, I mean, I don't know. I thoroughly enjoy physical labor. I don't go seeking it, but I do enjoy it when I'm doing it. But I can tell I'm about probably 65% of what I used to be back in the day when it comes just to longevity, endurance. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I used to go all day long, and I have to take breaks now.
Yeah, absolutely. Water breaks.
Yep.
What's the temperature? Let's say you have an outdoor job. What's the temperature you should start paying attention to those water breaks and make sure you get them like intermittently every 30 minutes to every hour?
I mean, when we get in the 90s, you got to start being careful. 80s aren't too bad, but again, humidity plays a big role in that too. I never heard the wet bulb temperature until more recently, but they take the humidity plus the temperature and give what they call a wet bulb temperature. But we got to pay attention when you get in the 90s. 80s for some, I guess if you're older, even in the 80s and humidity. But 90s, we got to start paying attention.
Does that be like the equivalent of like a wind chill factor?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Exactly.
That's cool. I knew that, and we all knew. Anybody that paid attention to weather knew that there was something like that. I didn't know what it was called. It's called the wet bulb.
Wet bulb temperature. Yeah.
Okay.
That's cool.
I like that.
Okay.
I like that. Are you doing a lowdown today?
Well, yeah, I mean, I have one. It's
Perfect.
nothing special.
Perfect.
It's
How
kinda-
long do you get to hang out today, Dr. Lofton?
I have patients at 8, I believe.
Okay. Awesome. So we got a little bit of time now.
Yeah.
I love that. All right. We'll be back with Laney J's Lowdown coming up next.
A woman finds something interesting in her bag of salad. You'll never guess what it was. And what are you doing when you find wild things in your car? I want to know when we come back with my lowdown up next.
That's right. It's time for Laney J's Lowdown.
All right. So this woman bought a bag of salad. It was actually baby spinach is what she got.
Yeah.
And there was a frog in it. And the
I
frog
heard
was
about
alive.
this. Yes. It's got a
was
name
alive.
now, too.
Oh, really?
Does it?
Yeah. They named
I
it.
didn't see that part. But I think I would freak out if I found a
hilarious.
frog in the salad. That would not be fun. Now, who knows where that frog came from? I might want to keep it.
Good point.
So I'm wondering, what do they do to make sure that type of thing doesn't happen?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I would not like that at all. Would not be good.
No, I get, you're processing lots and lots of stuff, and it was coming from the fields.
Yeah, something happens.
I can see that happening.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's been multiple things over the
frog.
years that people have found. Maybe it is.
Yeah, it's kiss it. Maybe a prince.
That's true.
I
It could have
mean-
been. She missed her chance.
Exactly.
I don't know. She might have tried it. It's
back,
crazy.
In the back, she was like, "Oh, dang, it's a dud."
Okay, moving on.
Okay.
All right. So this happened recently, and it happened in Oklahoma. So
Uh-oh.
I got a question for both of you.
Okay.
Never mind. This is probably totally going to go against me.
Yeah, I should.
But you
should do it anyway.
I can't stand the spiders and snakes. But okay, you have your steering wheel, and behind the steering wheel, your steering column.
Yep.
And you have that little space right there below your dash or your gauges. That
Yeah.
little space.
Yeah.
There was a snake in this woman's car, and this was a new car.
Oh no.
And it was in that space right there. What are you doing?
Slowly pulling over to the right.
Again, most snakes don't react if you're.
It was there the whole
Careful,
time. She just now
You gotta be
noticed it.
careful. Over one of my patients over in DeQueen was reaching down to just get something out of the flower bed, and there was a snake on a rock, and it bit him. It was a poisonous snake.
Oh dang.
And we were talking. I saw this person a couple weeks ago, and we were talking about. I think about that stuff because I see it, like little gaps in concrete.
Yeah.
That's where you gotta be careful. And you probably walk by them all the time,
But if you're reaching out and they feel
there's
threatened,
just some
you may
things
get
as a physician you think about. Like, so for instance, if you're talking about getting sick, jumping in the water, there's an amoeba that can go up your nose and get in your brain, and I think about that when water goes up my nose, which most people don't.
Oh yeah.
When I jumped off the cliffs out here last summer with my cousin Ray Gaston, I was sore for about 3 weeks. I mean, that hurt. My bottom was sore for like 3 weeks from hitting the water.
I can only imagine. You need to stay away from rain.
Last time he did that was
You need to
22
stay
years
away from
ago,
rain.
and he felt fine.
Yeah, it was good. I don't like that either. I don't like the water going up the nose and stuff. I don't.
Or anywhere
don't,
else.
But yeah, I think about. There's things I think a lot of doctors think of that most people don't think of.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just-
that
I
would
can see
haunt me. I couldn't.
But
be a
you got
doctor.
to be able to just like keep going.
I understand.
Oh, I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So, what would you do with your car? I mean, seriously.
I pull it
would
over.
we run it off
I
a
pull
cliff?
over and get the snake out. No problem.
No problem.
Depends on the type of snake, I guess. But
Yeah, if it's a copperhead or something, I'll probably let some professional take care of it for me.
I think they said it was a racer, a yellow-bellied racer or something
know
like
what that
that. It
is.
was usually
Yeah, yellow belly racing.
Yeah, usually like rat snakes, king snakes, those will get into them odd situations.
Right.
And, but if I don't care what kind of snake it was in my car, because you know what? Yeah, we're going to get it out, but there's always a chance that one could come back. And I just can't.
Did it lay babies in there?
It could have. See, that's me. That's what I think. I had a spider in my car one time, completely flipped out.
I've seen a couple videos of like some guys riding bikes, right? So that's my feed. There's a lot of bike stuff and a snake flipping up in the guy's like
Yeah.
wheel or something or
Oh,
chain
no.
or
See, I'm just
This
not
is-
built for the outside.
This is the time of year we see snakes on the gravel roads a lot. Usually, I kind of like seeing
yeah.
the big king snakes or the rat snakes.
The chat is going crazy. One said I would jump out while it was still rolling. One said burn the whole car. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I get it. My dad had been seeing a king snake in the chicken coop.
Yeah,
And he let me go feed one day after he had already seen it in there. I'm like, thanks, Dad. It was in there the next day, too. So it missed me. I never seen it. It was fine.
yeah.
But when he finally found it to get it out, it had 5 humps in it. And
yeah.
he slung it against whatever he did, and then the yolk from the eggs that was in the snake come running out.
Oh wow, 5
Yeah.
eggs. He was full bellied.
It was. Dad'll give him a chance. He'll take them off to the woods or whatever, but they've come back.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, so. But yeah, I don't like that. I just couldn't imagine in that little bitty spot right there. Of course,
Yeah.
when I got in my car this morning, I'm like, let me
Where
look
you
at that.
looking?
I'm looking. It's very small, but something could still be in there. I don't like
That'd be
that.
tough.
I'm going to have to put like little bitty wire in everything so it doesn't come out. I'm scary. That's ridiculous. I clean cabins on the weekends, and I often get terrified when I go outside to clean the hot tub because I'm always afraid I'm going to lift it and a snake or a black widow is going to come out of the cover, or there's going to be a snake curled up in the cushions on the thing. I'm ridiculous. I stuff wash rags in the end of my hot tub hose so nothing crawls in there.
Well,
That's hilarious.
I'm telling you, it's weird. It's a terrible way to live. I can't get past it. Don't recommend exposure therapy either, Doc. I can't do that either.
no.
Smack it around with snakes.
If you get on the snake identification pages, there people really good.
Yes.
I've learned, there's still some that are hard. I'm careful, but there's some I know what that is now.
Yeah.
I can't. It's hard for me to differentiate like a diamondback water snake. And,
there's some of those that are tough.
I was at Rattan doing a little perimeter check the other day and opened the screen door of the front on the porch, and there was a snake curled up in between the screen door and the wooden door. I Google imaged it, and it was like, it's a nice little yard snake or whatever they call it, whatever the Google said. I was like, sweet, I'm going to leave it right. Oh, rat snake. That's what it was. Rat snake. Left it right there.
And you just left it.
Yeah, absolutely, because he's doing his job. Because he, like you said, the other one had a little fat belly spot right there.
So there was something in there.
Yeah. So he's like, he's doing his job. I'm
Okay.
going to leave him. He's earning his rent. Yeah, he'll get big, too.
I'm always how long those snakes get.
Dad, when we first moved out of Rattan, so we're talking, 2006, something like that. Dad said that, or when we first moved in, which was 2005. Excuse me, when we first moved into in 05, Dad said there was a big snake inside the house, and he removed it, and he had started seeing rat droppings. He said he wished he had never removed the snake because it was doing its job. It was not a single rat problem at all, and until he did that. So I think about that, and I make sure I'll go ahead and leave the and plus those types of snakes, they eat the venomous snakes as well,
especially king snakes. Yeah.
I need a bubble.
You just go roll around in the
I
bubble.
I need a bubble.
You seen these videos? I think it's in Florida. These people catching these pythons. They go around and just jump off of boats and kind of wrangle. It's pretty.
Is that the same people that they go in the woods and stuff too and get those pythons
so,
because they're overrun with pythons?
Oh yeah, that's like an invasive
they may have a bounty.
species.
I don't know. They might have a bounty on them down there.
Yeah.
But they get them.
Anybody caught any of those fish that have a $100 bounty a head on them around here?
It's a snakefish.
Yeah,
I have
something
not
like that.
seen.
I haven't seen anybody talk
either.
about having caught one.
Well, I wouldn't either because then they'd be asking where I got it at.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me a stringer of about 20 of them bad boys.
That's what I need.
Yeah.
Some
Good mess of
crappie.
crappie right now.
You can get some at the lake, just don't get in the water.
I know, right?
Come on.
I'm such a wiener.
Well, Doc, it's already 7:45.
I know. My goodness.
Nearly 7:45. For those that have enjoyed with the information and the knowledge you've dropped on us today, I've enjoyed the Memorial Day style questions this morning as well. Just kind of help folks out there, make sure you keep your foods that need to be refrigerated. If you make sure you drink plenty of water, plenty of electrolytes, make sure you stay hydrated. It's not going to be too hot this weekend, which is nice, but you can still overdo it a little bit. So
have fun.
Absolutely. What else, Laney J? Oh, if somebody is interested in chatting with you though, or maybe setting an appointment, I'm sure you're here today. If maybe there's a couple of spots open today.
There is.
What's that number to text or call?
870-642-4000. Text calling. Next week's a shorter week. We've got Senior Citizens Day over at Sevier County Friday morning, so we'll call in Wednesday morning.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. Good to see you guys.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you for coming.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. All right, we'll be back. Blake Shelton, Some Beach. Then the impossible question up next. Good morning. That's right. Good morning. It's time for the impossible question brought to you by Nova on Broadway in downtown Broken Bow.
That's right. Good morning, you guys. Y'all know it's Friday. You're going to win Truckin' Good Barbecue today.
You know that's right.
So
Call now.
get on it. 584-3388 or
584-3389 or
584-3372.
those are the numbers to call if you'd like to play the impossible question.
Yes, I encourage you to play.
Let's
See
do
if you can do it today. Y'all ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Lots of folks will be traveling this holiday weekend. There will be an estimated 10,000 of these happening across the country. What is it?
Oh, this should be too easy. Too easy, chat. Too easy.
Yeah, you're setting us up for failure because we know it's not easy. I bet it's not.
Too easy, chat. Too easy.
We'll see.
Barbecues. Great answer, Mark. Great answer. It's not barbachows. I imagine there'll be more barbachows. Maybe not. Maybe not. I would imagine, though. There's probably 1 million barbachows.
Probably so.
Yeah.
Lots of folks will be traveling this holiday weekend. There will be an estimated 10,000 of these happening across the country. What are they? Good morning. What's your answer?
Family reunion.
Ooh, great
That's a
answer.
good answer.
Not what we're looking for, Laney J. Can you save his life?
Bathroom breaks.
Bathroom breaks?
Yeah, they're traveling.
You mean 10 million?
Maybe. I don't know.
Great answer. Not it. Not it. Oh, I guarantee you there's more than however many of those we said bathroom breaks because of how many people are traveling on the roadways this weekend. Let's go to this line here.
Good morning. What's your answer?
Getting a ticket.
Tickets written. Great answer. Not it, Laney J.
Accidents.
It's not accidents. That's a great answer.
Okay.
Let's go to this line here.
Good morning. What's your answer?
Oh, they hung up. Aaron, trying to save their life, says garage sales. It's not garage sales. That's a great answer. Hey, I think I'm heading to OKC to visit Dad, so I think I fall into the category of traveling for the weekend. You know what I mean?
Are you going to experience one of these 10,000 things?
Doubt it. Maybe from a distance,
Okay.
but I won't go to one.
Okay. I know the answer.
Ha-oh. 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 She thinks she knows the answer. Then the caller probably does too. Let's go to this line here.
Good morning. What's your answer?
Oh, I pushed the wrong button. Let's go to this line here.
What's your answer?
An accident.
It's not accidents.
Fireworks show.
It's not fireworks shows. There's probably going to be millions of people putting on a fireworks show.
Okay.
But that's the closest answer we've had. Let's go to this line here.
Good morning. What's your answer?
Is it a festival?
Ooh, great answer. It's not a festival, but festivals often put these on. Laney J?
Concerts.
It's not concerts. That's a great answer, too. It's not camping out. It's not parades. That's a great answer. I love it. Closest answer. Bradley says fireworks shows, too. That is the closest answer, but you're missing something there. You're missing a word. It's not bonfires, Courtney P.I. Great answers coming in here. Give me the question again.
Lots of folks will be traveling this holiday weekend. There will be an estimated 10,000 of these happening across the country. What are they?
Think about all the people putting off fireworks in their yard or whatever. That's millions of people. So if you're only talking 10,000 of these estimated across the nation, you got to be a little more specific, right?
I know the answer. now.
Laney J thinks she knows the answers. It's not barbecue cook-offs. I figure 1 million of those at least. It's not fireworks-related injuries, but that's a great answer. Let's go to this line here.
Good morning. What's your answer?
Is it a bonfire?
It's not bonfires. No, Laney J.
It's fingers blown off.
It's not fingers blown off.
Dang.
That's a great answer. That is a really good answer, though. It's not eating contests, Aaron, but that's a great answer.
Come on, you guys.
It's not graveyard visits.
I knew you were setting us up for failure.
Let's go to this line here.
Good morning. What's your answer?
Firework party.
No, it's not firework parties. Let's see. Over here we had fireworks fires. That's a great answer. It's not fireworks fires. And if you've won the impossible question in the past 30 days, let somebody else win.
Yeah, you can't win anyway.
You can't win. So go ahead and go on the chat and answer via social media. So somebody else could possibly win.
That's right. So lots of folks will be traveling this holiday weekend. There will be an estimated 10,000 of these happening across the country. What are they?
Animals running away due to fireworks. That's a great answer, actually. Missing animals due to fireworks. That's a great answer. Not what we're looking for. Again, fireworks shows was the closest answer we've had, but a lot of people are just going to put on little fireworks shows in their house, and that's not the correct answer.
I'm confused. Nothing else.
You
is
shouldn't
new.
be. From my side, it's the answer is so obvious it hurts.
Of course, because you know it. It's bowls of potato salad. I knew it.
False fireman calls. That's probably a good answer.
That's awful.
Disturbing the peace calls from. You don't have to put it in all caps, Joey. We can read.
Yeah,
in
please stop
regular
yelling.
writing. Quit yelling at me. Let's go to this line here.
Good morning.
Okay.
What's your answer?
What's fireworks displays?
All right. You got to be more specifics. We've been saying that this whole time.
Popped black cats.
It's not popped black cats. Let's go to this line here.
Good morning. What's your answer?
Parade.
It's not a parade.
Rotisserie chickens.
It's not rotisserie chickens. Oh, my goodness. Come on now. Again, I can buy about 10 big pieces of fireworks stuff at the local fireworks thing, put it off, and I've got my own fireworks display. So there'll be millions of those done this weekend, guys. There's only 10,000 of these estimated this weekend. What is it?
Good morning. What's your answer?
Televised fireworks display.
You know what? The ones that are televised are professional, so I'm going to say you are correct. It's professional fireworks displays. Who do we have on the phone?
This is Shonda.
Well, congratulations. Is Shonda Griffin?
Yes.
Congratulations.
Congratulations,
Thank you.
Shonda. Great job. Come by the radio station and pick up your certificate.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shonda.
Bye-bye. Shonda Griffin gets the dub. Yes. Professional fireworks displays. There's estimated to be about 10,000, still lower than the number one day for professional fireworks displays at about 14,000, which is still the 4th of July.
I'm mad.
What's wrong?
Because when I said fireworks displays, that's what I was talking about. I was missing the word professional.
So you didn't get it right. Gotcha. Okay.
So
I'd be
I'm mad.
I'd be mad at yourself too.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't say I was mad at you. I said I was mad.
I did set y'all up. You're right.
I knew you did. I knew it. I'm done. I'm out of here.
Well, y'all did a really good job. It was perfect timing. We got about 30 seconds and we're going to get out of here. We're going to go into the news, weather, and sports. Join us in the chat at KKBI FM on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. And then we'll come back after all the news and all that good stuff for the second hour of the show.
That's right. It's Friday. We're having fun today for sure.
Absolutely. I love a good Friday show.
Me
It's always
too.
fun. It's always
It
fun.
is.
Don't forget to download our mobile app. Take us anywhere. Search Southeast Oklahoma Radio on your app store. We'll be back. It's Jay and Laney J Live. That's right. Put your hands together. Best Country 106. It's Jay and Laney J Live. Good morning, Laney J.
Good morning. How are we?
I'm awesome. It's Friday. I ain't got no job. I ain't got nothing to do.
Well, you know what we gonna do.
What's that?
I can't say that on the radio.
Oh.
We're gonna work.
Oh, I thought you was going to say we were going to play Are You Smarter Than Jay Lindley?
We are gonna play. Are you
Sweet.
smarter than Jay
That
Lindley?
is coming up. I'm excited. I love that game.
Yes.
I love
Yeah,
it.
it's gonna be fun, and I don't know if there's anybody out there who can beat you.
No?
I'm serious.
All right, then.
I'm telling
Wow.
you. It's Friday, y'all, so we got to have some hard question.
It is Friday, and of course, this weekend, a lot of people will observe the Memorial Day tributes.
Yes, they
and
will.
Celebrations.
I'm sorry.
What?
Because I just knew that was going to be something funny.
I got you. Okay. Well, hey.
You got me this morning.
In your defense, a lot of times when I kick something like that off, it will be funny. So I just thought that was highly appropriate in today's society. And you all know how I feel. I don't care if you're left, right, up, down, inside, outside. I don't care. I think we should all be working together for the betterment of this country.
We should.
Not working, not fighting, not going
Right.
against each other at every turn.
Yeah, hopefully you guys can start to see they're pitting us against each other. But anyway, that was beautiful. That was very nice. I would say 99% of people have someone in their life that's either served or currently serving.
Yes.
And it's just, to me, they're extraordinary people because there's nothing stronger than the heart of a volunteer. And that's exactly what you're doing. Yeah, you're getting paid, but you're volunteering to put your life on the line for your country. And I'm not saying that I would do that. So I think it's a wonderful thing. Those people are outstanding.
Absolutely.
So
Again, thank you. This Memorial Day weekend is time we observe a moment. I think it's 3 p.m. on Monday is when a moment of silence is often observed for Memorial Day. For those that have fallen in the line of duty.
That's right. And it's awesome.
Well, thank you, Laney J.
It is. It's great. I'm telling you. It takes really a lot. Good. It's just a extraordinary thing.
100%.
Yeah.
On that note, we've got Are You Smarter Than Jay Laney coming up next, Laney J. Call in now if you think you're smarter and want to go against me. 584-3388. Good morning.
All right, we're back with Are You Smarter Than Jay Laney? We have our caller on the line. Caller, are you there?
Yes, I am.
All right. Albert, right?
Correct.
Okay, Albert. Jay's going to leave the room, and I'm going to ask you 5 questions. You have 3 seconds to answer each one. When we're done, Jay will come back in the room, and we'll see who the winner is, okay?
Thank you.
All right, Albert. Thank you. Now, here is your first question, Albert. I got to pull this up here. All right. What clothing brand features a small crocodile logo? I need your answer.
I forgot that little crocodile.
Okay, that's fine. We'll go on to the next one. What luxury fashion brand is known for the interlocking CC logo? I need your answer.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Okay. What workwear company is known for rugged jackets and overalls and was founded in 1889? Okay, your 3 seconds is up.
Wrangler?
All right, I'll go ahead and let you answer that one, but you only have 3 seconds to answer. What athletic apparel company was started by Kevin Plank in 1996?
Nike.
Nike?
Yeah.
Okay, and what California-based brand is known for surf and skate apparel with the slogan "Off the Wall"?
Champion.
She says Champion. All right. We're going to get Jay back in here.
All right. I am back. How do you think he did, chat? How do you think he did? All right, let's get to it.
Okay, here we go. Here, let me get this pulled back up here. I had to.
Yeah, you had to switch it around. Sorry.
Draft my emails.
That's my fault.
No, it's okay. Okay, what clothing brand features a small crocodile logo?
Ooh, Lacoste.
Okay.
Okay.
What luxury fashion brand is known for its interlocking CC logo?
Ooh, is it Chanel?
All right. What workwear company is known for rugged jackets and overalls and was founded in 1889?
1889. Ooh, is that Roundhouse? No, I should have said Carhartt, but anyway. I picked Roundhouse first.
Okay. What athletic apparel company was started by Kevin Plank in 1996?
96?
Yeah.
Under Armour?
Okay.
No.
And what California-based brand is known for surf and skate apparel with the slogan "Off the Wall"?
Off the Wall is Vans.
All right. Let's see.
How do you think you did, caller?
Terrible.
Terrible? Okay. All right. Let's see how we did.
What clothing brand features a small crocodile logo? He didn't know. You said Lacoste. Is it Lacoste?
Lacoste.
Yeah. Well, that's the correct answer.
All right.
The luxury fashion brand known for interlocking CC logo. He didn't know. You said Chanel. Chanel was the correct answer. The workwear company that's known for rugged jackets and overalls, founded in 1889. He said Wrangler. You said Roundhouse. You both got it wrong because the correct answer was Carhartt.
Carhartt. Yeah, after I thought about it another 10 seconds, that's what I figured it was.
What athletic apparel company was started by Kevin Plank in 1996? He said Nike. You said Under Armour. It was Under Armour.
Nice.
And the California-based brand known for surf and skate apparel and the slogan "Off the Wall." He said Champion. You said Vans. The correct answer was Vans.
Yes.
You beat him 4-0.
Oh, man. Well, thank you so much for playing today, caller. You have a wonderful day.
Thank you, and I'm calling from Connecticut.
Awesome. That's even cooler, man. Appreciate you calling over there in Connecticut. Have a good one. There you go. What was his first name?
Albert.
Albert in Connecticut playing along with Are You Smarter Than Jay Laney? I love that.
Hey, you guys.
What's up?
In case I haven't told you, Shady Oaks Restaurant is now open every day,
That's
8
right.
to 2 p.m., 8 a.m. to 2 p.m., breakfast and lunch, excellent food. And if you go in there to eat, make sure you tell them thank you for bringing you guys this birthday and anniversary wheel every week.
Exactly.
If you want to get on there on KKBI FM, YouTube, Facebook, the wheel is up.
Oh,
I'm
I see
about
it.
to spin it, and we're going to see who the winner is today.
The Shady Oaks Spinny Wheel.
That's right. We're going to go ahead and spin that, so we'll get our lucky. It's all birthdays today, I believe.
All right. And the winner is
Ooh.
Annabelle Bruce.
Annabelle Bruce. Congratulations, Miss Annabelle.
Congratulations.
There you go. That is your winner today, Annabelle Bruce. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Annabelle. Hope you have an awesome birthday.
Me too. Happy birthday to everybody.
And again, big shout out to Shady Oaks Restaurant for bringing you that birthday wheel every single Friday morning.
That's right. They got excellent food, you guys. So if you haven't, you need to check them out.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Check it out. Check it out. I love it.
Me too.
What else?
I don't know. It's Friday. It's been a great day. Thanks for Dr. Lofton coming in and setting us straight on stuff, and just a good time we have. The impossible question. You guys hanging out with us. We have fun. Fridays are especially fun. So.
And of course, you notice my OKC Thunder gear. If you've tuned into the show this morning at all, you notice I'm wearing my Thunder hoodie for the Western Conference Finals Game 3 tonight versus the Spurs. We're looking to go 1-up on that series.
That's
So
right.
We're currently tied at 1-1.
Let's get it.
We bounced back Game 2. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander scored 30. He's like, "Oh yeah, this is how I do."
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
I love it.
They
SGA,
shut down.
is that what they call him?
Yeah, SGA. They shut down the Avatar on the court.
The Avatar.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Wemby.
Oh, okay. My bad.
He looks just like an Avatar on the court for sure.
Okay. All right.
He's just
Now
super
I gotta
tall.
Go look.
Just super tall. T-Dog's a Pacers fan. We got a couple of Pacers fans in the chat. And of course, it was fun last year against the Pacers to
It sure was.
smack talk.
He does look like an Avatar.
I know. Isn't that crazy? Because that's the meme right now is the Avatar. Got to shut down the Avatar on the court. All right, Facebook and YouTube is going to wrap that up now. Thank you for joining us. If you want to, you can go to the website, seokradio.com, download our mobile app, Southeast Oklahoma Radio, or go over there to TikTok now to continue the show. Peace off, and God bless you all. Bye.
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 I love it.
I love it.
Me
What
too.
else? See
I
what
don't
else.
know.
There was summer, travel, backyard barbecue. We talked about a lot of that already.
Yes.
We got it. What's the biggest debate in backyard barbecues, burgers or hot dogs?
What do you mean?
The biggest debate in the backyard barbecue, burgers or hot dogs?
Hot dogs.
For you? I'm not a hot dog. Grew up. I grew out of hot dogs. I enjoy a hot dog every now and then, but if I get one or the other, it's definitely burgers.
Well, if I choose to go first, it's hot dogs. So it's Maria.
So first you're going hot dogs.
Yeah, I'd eat a hot dog because I'm probably going to go and steal one off the plate. So it's gonna be hot
so you
dogs.
stealing it directly off of the
Thank you.
off the barbachaw.
Yes.
Good
This
morning.
is Miss Maria.
Thank you.
First Bank. Thank you so much.
Big You
too. Thank
Happy
you.
Memorial Day. Yes.
She's so sweet.
We always get popcorn on Fridays, compliments of our studio sponsors, First Bank.
I know. I love that.
And Maria.
It's good, too. It'd always be warm and tasty.
My Maria.
But
That doesn't offend her or anything, does it?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, just making sure.
She's awesome.
Somebody's out there. No, that's my Maria.
I know it. That's her man mad. Michaela. It might be Michaela. She might be like, don't be talking about my mama like that. That ain't your Maria.
She's my popcorn plug.
That's right. She is the popcorn dealer.
She is definitely the popcorn plug.
Yes.
I love it.
I'm telling you, Michaela gonna come up here. Don't be talking about my mama.
It's true.
You know we love your mama, Michaela. Calm
down.
down.
I love your mama.
That's right.
All right. We've got some Ella Langley, and then we've got the mashup of the news.
Yes.
Up next, it's Jay Laney J Live. It's time for Laney J's mashup of the news.
That's hilarious, you guys. If you're not on our chat, you should be. You missed the little things like Jay smacking himself in the face with headphones.
Yeah, headphones to the face.
Renee's like, whew, I got here just in time for that. That's what I'm talking about. Sorry, Jay. Sorry. All right. Mel Gibson has unveiled the first look at the resurrection of the Christ while announcing release delays for his long-awaited follow-up to Passion of the Christ.
I heard about that.
It's a 2-part biblical epic wrapped. It's a film they wrapped up after 134 days across 6 Italian locations.
Wow.
So they put a lot into making this, and I think it's going to be great. It's going to come out in March of 2027 for the first part, and the second part will come out in May of 2028. So, and as you all may know, Kyle Busch, a 2-time Cup Series champion who won more races than anyone across NASCAR's 3 national series, has passed away at the age of 41.
Wow.
The Busch family, Richard Childress Racing, and NASCAR issued a joint statement Thursday. He had been hospitalized, so he had been pretty sick. There has been no cause given as to what happened with that. He just had a severe illness. He was hospitalized and had that illness. So
I did see the post where he was ill, hospitalized with an illness, but I did until somebody in the chat told us that he had passed away. I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah. Super sad. It breaks my heart. Nashville has officially been set to host Super Bowl in 2030. That's going to be the first time the championship game will be played in Tennessee. It'll be at the Nissan Stadium, which is scheduled to open in 2027. Now, Tim McGraw says he can't wait for it. He said that Nashville's going to give them the biggest and best Super Bowl they've ever seen in their lives.
Awesome.
And he said the party in downtown Nashville is going to be awesome.
Maybe Tim McGraw will be a headliner or some other Nashville stars right now. That would be really cool. And a switch in the headliners of, not saying anything pro or con about the last one. All I'm saying is some of the people that were crybabying last time would seemingly be happier.
Yes. Yeah, it'd be cool to have that. So
a lot of options in Nashville. You could do a mix. You could do a Tim McGraw Nelly type thing. Over and over
again, too. You could.
That song gave me a headache after a while.
Jelly Roll has officially recorded the official theme song for the 26 Stanley Cup playoffs.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. The song is called Rise Up. You got something over there?
Did you see where Jelly Roll tried some stand-up comedy?
Oh, no. Really?
Yeah, it was at Netflix Joke Fest.
Okay.
Okay,
all right. That was funny.
That was pretty funny.
Ella Langley says that her mom still treats her like a little girl.
I can see that.
At home is her safe place, and she said they don't treat her any differently than what they did before she was famous.
We talked about that a little bit the other day. Your family especially isn't going to treat you any differently.
No.
And then even your close personal friends, and in most cases, like our case, your town. Your town is not going to be all in your grill. Even if you're a household name now.
Yeah.
They're just still going to treat you like the old Ella we knew
And I think that's a blessing.
Absolutely.
That's a good thing, for sure.
Now, obviously, if you grew up in downtown Chicago, that may be a problem. Or
that's
New York.
true.
If you grew up
that's true.
in L.A. or New York, that may be a problem. But
yes. All right, you guys, that is it for your mashup of the morning news.
Marty, actually, I want to finish up. We have some more entertainment news. Marty Belt Federation also recently did a comedy skit. Did you see that?
I didn't see it.
That was pretty cool, too. So.
Oh, I'll check it out.
Maybe it wasn't a full comedy. I don't remember exactly the details, but he was in a skit just recently. It was pretty cool.
Marty, I'm going to have to check that out.
Yeah, you'll have to go check it out. Marty, just like Jelly Roll.
Have you seen Mr. T's daughter? She's hilarious.
Yeah, I have not.
She does
Can't say
stand
that I
up,
have.
and she said that she grew up in Chicago, and she said I would go to school, and people would say, well, who's your parent? Who's your dad?
Right.
She said I'd tell people, Mr. T is my dad, and they wouldn't believe me. And she's like, why would I pick him? It's Mr. T. I wouldn't pick him. Anyway, she's super funny. If you guys have never seen her, she's stand-up Mr. T's daughter. She uses her dad as a lot of her jokes, too.
You know something we would absolutely hate to do here locally?
What's
on
that?
this radio station? Announce a local celebrity has passed before its time. And no, that was not an April Fool's joke either.
I bet they're in trouble.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah. They activated a Death of the Monarch protocol, which is something that they have on the radio there in the UK. But actually, King Charles III has not passed. And then, of course, they interrupt the song, What's Up with Four Non-Blondes, which is kind of hilarious in my opinion. First off, they cut into that song to give this announcement. It says it then broadcast 15 minutes of silence before hosts returned with apologies. Says here, the station manager, Peter Moore, blamed a computer malfunction, saying the procedure, which all UK stations have in place, had been accidentally activated.
Somebody got fired.
Oh, okay. First off, the number of PDs and general managers that have had the last name Moore in my radio career is probably close to a dozen. I don't know what it is about the last name Moore being upper management in radio, but it's weird. But yeah. So anyway, yeah, that would be somebody. You could write. Somebody got fired. The bigger radio station, somebody got fired.
What would you do if I did that? You'd be like, I called you out, Jay. It was an accident. Oh yeah.
You would have to.
Like
you would
hundreds of calls right now.
You would probably have to make some sort of public apology. That'd have to be it, right?
God, that would be so embarrassing.
That would be.
I'm glad we don't have protocols like that here.
Well, I mean, and worst thing that could happen here would be like a false tornado warning or something, right?
Yeah.
Because we get those, and we have no control over those. If the National Weather Service puts that out, it cuts into our show.
I would totally blame, SC down there. Be like, he's the one who called me and told me we had one.
Yeah.
I would blame him.
Hey, well, like I said, because those cut in, though, it's not a protocol we put out.
Right.
So we would absolutely be able to wipe our hands together and say we can't do anything about it. Not only do we not start that, we also can't stop it.
Right.
It is something that is federally pushed through.
Yeah.
On the state level.
Yep, you're right. I didn't think about that.
So we would be clean. We'd be like, hey, we're just the messenger.
That's right. Don't shoot us.
But then what we would do is get right on afterwards and say, hey, we're looking at our radar. We're talking with the weather chat. There doesn't seem to be any, because that can happen.
Yeah.
Let's say a local tornado siren goes off. That has happened in the past. Mm-hmm. If it's a bright, sunshiny day, the public will just think, they're just testing. No big deal.
Yes. Yes.
But if there is some storm clouds, the public may be getting a little a little worried.
Yeah.
So then we would come on and say, even though there are what looks like some storm clouds in the area, maybe some rain in the area, we're watching the radar, we're with the weather chat, and we're not getting any severe. So that must be an accidental press of the button. I don't know if it's a button press or what it is, but that, and then again, it works.
It does.
It gets the notification out there. There's very few mistakes and mishaps when it comes to that. What you got?
I was just seeing someone said, is this KKBI radio on the chat? And I wanted to read that entire message.
Yes, Kevin. It is. Yes. We are your peasant. Our peasants are here.
They are.
I'm kidding.
Your minions.
The minions.
Jay's minions.
So, yes, all right, so some good news I wanted to give you guys. Most of the time, I am gone for my birthday. But this coming Wednesday is the 27th of May. I'll be 47 years old, and I will be here for the show, I've been told.
You'll be here.
I'll be here for the show.
I'm glad. It's going to be a day.
Yeah, we'll have fun on my birthday. I don't know what we're going to do, but Laney J said, and I quote, would you be mad if any of the listeners did something that was kind of a surprise? And I said, normally, if you're trying to get one over on me, I don't like it. I'm going to retaliate. But if you're trying to trying to surprise me with something, then I'm not going to be mad.
Okay.
So I won't be mad.
Okay. Well, you already had one listener bring you a bag of Oreos. That was
telling
fun.
you.
Although
Thank
I'm
you.
taking them.
Big shout out to Charla. Yeah, they disappeared almost instantly.
Yeah, they're gone.
But here they are. The mega stuffs.
As you know, HR has been doing a countdown to Jay's birthday.
I haven't seen today's yet.
Well, I'm looking at it right now, and I love it. It's not an embarrassing one. It's a good one.
Because y'all been clowning me for a week right now.
I guess she's like, all right, today will be good. It's actually a cool picture. You look kind of mean. When I first seen it, I didn't think it was you.
Okay.
But I want to know what you were doing here. It looks like what I think you were doing.
Okay.
So you're announcing something.
I'm going right now.
Yeah, so
okay.
Y'all make sure you go check that out on KKBI FM's Facebook page.
Okay.
Was that the wrestling thing when you announced?
Birthday. Yes, that would have been in Powderly, Texas, if I'm not mistaken. Just north of the Red River there, or just south of the Red River, sorry.
Yeah, it's just north of Paris.
Just north of Paris or south of Hugo, however you look at it. But I had been asked to be a ring announcer for a local amateur wrestling group.
That's fun.
This is the one in which I was a part of this. I was a part of this. So you got to go to Facebook, facebook.com/KKBIFM. That's me all suited up as a ring announcer. And yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed myself, actually. I enjoyed myself doing that.
It's a good picture. I was like, oh, man.
I was written into the script, so I got to do like a rock bottom type thing to one of the wrestlers because he was picking on me for not calling it the way he wanted it called.
That's fun.
It was fun. Yeah, it was a good time.
That is cool.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. Of course, if you want to get your birthdays or anniversaries in, you're welcome to do that as well. Let's go to the phone lines.
Good morning. What's up?
Good morning. We're having a 5-family yard sale at 409 Northeast Lincoln. We have lots of nice stuff. We have TVs. We have clothes. We have knickknacks, tires. We have air conditioners, lawnmowers. We have little nightstands. We have a rug. We have lots and lots and lots of stuff. We have a lawnmower. We have lights. Come on, guys. Let's go to 409 Northeast Lincoln in Idabel, across the street from Roma's.
All right. Thank you so much, ma'am. Have a great day.
You too.
All right. There you go. Big
She's
yard
like,
sales happening.
You too. I didn't give her the reaction she wanted.
Big yard sales this weekend, I imagine.
Well, there's your first one. That's right. I love it.
So
she was so excited.
I love that. That was
make you want to go to her yard sale.
I was going to say, it made me want to listen to it.
Yeah.
Made me not say the same swap shop lady. No.
Right.
No, that's cool. I love it. Good times.
I
Hey, Sooner Farms and Candles sent their heart me out.
That's cool. We got your package, Sooner Farms and Candles.
We did.
Not really.
Oh.
Just saying. I'm picking on them. I'm picking on them.
Little tongue in cheek there, are you?
Yeah, I'm just picking on y'all.
Dang, Laney J.
Don't be mad. It was a jokies.
Yeah, you know how I love to play the songs that ruin it for you?
Yeah, I don't know.
I got another one for you. Let's see if you can figure it out. There you go. There, I ruined it. That's Hank Williams Sr. singing NWA's Gangsta Gangsta.
I think that was pretty funny. I'm going to need the unedited version of that. I love it.
I love it.
I need more.
I've done that with quite a few of them, and those are hilarious.
Okay.
What?
No, that's good.
We all saw this. If you're on social media here locally, I'm sure you saw this because all of the news stations in the area picked up on it. But did you see the Tesla truck driver that drove off into the lake at Grapevine?
Yes, that was my lowdown yesterday.
We talked about it, and it's like this guy, he's got to be everybody he knows is making so much fun of him right now, is clowning him.
Well, that's what I wondered. Like, do you just you just have too much money. You don't know what to do with it. So because insurance ain't going to take care of that, you did it purposely.
Well, it said it was testing the Wade portion.
The Wade feature or whatever.
So maybe thought he was going to go in, go out, no problem.
Well, that's what I wondered, if he just went into like a shallow area
Thought
and
he
then
did.
it took him out.
Dropped off or something.
Yeah. That's crazy. Did you see the pictures?
Uh-huh.
I'm like,
I seen him climbing out. I saw a video. Seen him climbing out of the window.
And he had people with him. He wasn't alone. Like, that was smart. So, yeah, you're right. His people are clowning him pretty hard.
Sooner Farm says they were electro fishing.
My brother sank his Dodge Dually one time.
Oh, no.
And that wasn't on purpose.
Oh, okay. He didn't drive. He wasn't testing the Dooley's Wade feature.
No, it was definitely something else.
The Dooley had a paddle feature.
Yeah, and
paddles would come out.
Yeah, he was checking it out. He's probably listening, crying right now because that was his favorite truck.
Oh, really? No way. And
yeah, it was devastating. It was devastating.
Leave it up to a sister to bring up some hurt.
That's right. All the stuff that hurts, we definitely bring it up.
Too funny.
We're bad.
Do we have a TikTok musician spotlight this week, Laney
We do.
J?
I heard back from the music director.
Okay.
And I personally would have probably made this a miss.
Uh-oh.
But the music director was like, hey, let's go ahead and give her a shot. So we're going to play this song. Her name is Kellica. She is a Michigan-based pop country vocalist. She performs a lot in Michigan. And the song is called All That I Need. And I thought, you know what? We'll just get everybody's opinions today and see what they say.
Okay.
So, I think...
I like getting the public's opinion.
Me too. Because sometimes I don't like a song, and you guys will change my mind about it. So that's, something cool. So, or sometimes I like it and y'all are like, that's total trash. I don't even know why you're playing it. So this could go either way, Kellica.
There you go. All right. Well, maybe she'll join us. She was the one yesterday asked if we let them know.
Yeah, she was.
Okay.
Yep.
Did we let her know?
I did.
Awesome.
So,
even better. Even better. I love it. So that's coming up in about 3 minutes, chat. We'll be wrapping up the show at that time, too.
Yes.
Remember to take care of yourself, your friends, and your family, and everybody, your neighbors when it comes to Memorial Day weekend activities. If you're popping off fireworks, remember the family pets and things of that nature.
That's right. I was popping fireworks one year, and my brother and sister-in-law's boxer ran off.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was gone for 2 weeks. But thankfully, the neighbor's granddaughter had him in their barn, and she was feeding him because he was very, very sick. He had tick fever.
Oh, no.
So, So they got him back.
Good. Glad.
But it was devastating for my sister-in-law.
I imagine.
Yeah. My brother was...
a member of the family.
My brother was in Korea.
Oh.
Yeah. And so when the dog went missing, that was their baby.
Yeah.
So I was so glad that he came back because I always felt like it was my fault because we were popping the fireworks and the dog ran off. He didn't like the fireworks. And knowing me, I probably lit one and threw it at him because I was mean. He was the best dog, though.
Dang, Laney J.
I know, everything bad coming out today. There's this one time that Jay, I'm just kidding.
I didn't do nothing.
Just kidding. Remember, today is the last day for you to go by and get some of that good coffee and cookies to help support the Zane Man family.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
Yes.
Today's the last day for that. So today is also your deadline for you guys to register to vote if you want to be eligible to vote in the primaries and the special school bond for Baptiste, June the 16th. So if you're not registered to vote, you have to go and do it before 4 p.m. at the County Election Board office in Audubon, or you can go online and do it before midnight. So you guys have got to get it done if you're not registered.
And speaking of being informed and voting, last night there was that commissioner's debate.
Yes.
And I ran across it to this morning. They live streamed it on KBEL's Facebook page. So you can go to KBEL Facebook and watch that debate back and,
It was cool.
Be informed.
That's right.
There's a lot of great questions that were asked there by Orrin Jackson, the moderator, and then lots of informed answers, it seemed like. So
yeah. There were 2 candidates that weren't able to be there.
Okay.
But anyway, there is 4. So, yeah.
Four
Jay
of the
said,
6 is a pretty good turnout.
That's right. Y'all go check it out.
I love it. All right, it's 8:55, so a couple of things. That'll wrap it up on the show here. We've got our TikTok musician spotlight right now. All that I need, it's Kellica.
I think it's Kellica, but she didn't give specifics.
Okay. All right. She kind of tried to pronounce it, like giving me phonetics yesterday, but I don't remember exactly. So if you want to hang out a little bit longer, go to TikTok at KKBI FM right now. Of course, Swap Shop is coming up here in a few minutes. Here's that TikTok musician spotlight. We're Jay and Laney J live on Bass Country 106. Peace off and God bless you.
Bye.